Greetings, YouTubers. Today we are going up into the bike attic and we're going to pick a new project out to sell. It's not anything complete. We'll have to make a good choice about what's up there. Most people search around in attics and barns, but I have my own schwinn attic right here, and we're going to go up there and check it out. There's a few that are close to being sellable, and there's a few that are just parts, so we're going to make a careful decision and choose one that needs a little bit of work and that I might have parts for here. So without further ado, we're going to go up into the attic. I got you all set up there. We're going to pick a project and we're going to put it on the stand and do a minimal amount of work on it and search for some parts. That's about all I can do today. I got some other things going on. So without further ado, we're going to go up to the attic. Thanks for tuning in. Let's check it out. Alright, so I got the ladder here. There's another door over here. And there's bikes on that side, but those aren't the ones I want. I already kind of looked over there. The ones that I'm interested, and by the way, I got the pellet stove uncluttered and on, which is nice. Okay, so we're going to go up. And the ones I'm looking at are up here. So the first one I was thinking about is a 65-ish copper tone schwinn varsity. Very small frame though. See, this headset's very small. Got a nice emblem on it though. Really nice. Nice condition. There's the forks with some of the hardware. The frame's in the paint's in really good shape. I do have the kickstand. The problem with this is it has these shifters on the frame because it's an earlier one, like 64 or 5, and I don't have those shifters, and it's a lot of work building it up to be a 10-speed. That's a lot of work. I have the cranks for it, I have the kickstand, but even though it's a small frame and doesn't really fit me, I'd love to sell it. That's too much work. The next one is a Schwinn Stingray Girls. Not a lot of money there and missing a lot of parts. Not that one either. Then there's this brown Girls Suburban. It's just a frame and fork. I've robbed almost everything useful off of it. That's too much work. There's a copper tone Schwinn Breeze. This one's a really nice one. I think that might just be a keeper actually because of the color. Even though it's a girl's bike, it's just a nice color. There's a blue Super Sport Girls over there. Not going to fetch big money. And then the winner is a 65 Schwinn Racer coaster brake with the wrong chain guard, but it's red. So that is the one. That's the winner. Missing the emblem. You can always tell a coaster brake bike it doesn't have a front brake and has that special Schwinn bolt. So this is the one we're going to build. This is the winner. Nice and dusty. See if I can get it out of here without crunching myself or the camera. Okay, here we go. And down we go. Okay, so that was my barn find adventure. Didn't even have to go very far, eh? Alright. Let's set that down for a second. We need to get our light out of there. And let's see, this one is something that there was a lot of good parts on here, and I did the normal thing. I took all the good parts off and made it into a boy's bike and sold it. But I think I'm going to keep this copper tone Breeze because it is a nice bike. Anyway, let's go back down to the real world. Okay, bear with me, folks. There we go. let's go back down to the real world where people aren't living in fantasy about actually fixing some of the bikes. Okay. Alright, so we're going to pop this on the stand and see what we got. Okay. So what we got is a very dusty Schwinn racer with the wrong chain guard. This chain guard is from a Suburban, or probably a Collegiate or a Suburban from the 70s. They had this little emblem. And this frame, I think this frame is a 65. Boy, it's dusty. It's been up there a while. Let's see. DF. Let's look real quick what that is. Pretty sure that's a 65. There's some chips along here. Headset's in good shape. The Schwinn decals are in decent shape on here too. Of course, missing the head badge. There's some dust for sure. It's not too bad though. We'll blow it all off. Oh, it does have the kickstand. That's nice. It's got the seat tube and clamp. So really, it's only find the stem and bars, get some wheels, possibly some fenders. Now this was a coaster brake bike. You can always tell the coaster brake bikes. They have a special bolt where the fender bolted onto, and it's a Schwinn bolt. You can tell it's got a square edge on it. And when you see these big deep Schwinn bolts where the fender bolts on, you know that this was a coaster brake bike, which is kind of rare and good for us. It's easy to build. You don't need much. Something about a Schwinn bike with no cables is kind of a nice thing. Okay, so let's get you back on the stand here. And let's get you close here. Still looking for that camera assistant for lame bike videos. Okay, let's see here. Got some bars over here, got a stem. Let's see what year this is. Let's see, DF. D is April and F is 70. Okay, so this is first digit year. Oh, first letter month, first digit year. Right. D, April of 1970. That's what this is. Not bad. So this chain guard should say racer or collegiate, or well, actually it wouldn't say collegiate because collegiate had gears. So it would probably say racer right here. But you know, the paint's close. I think we can just deal with it. Let's try to find a stem real quick. Yeah, that's Schwinn, but that's wrong. I had a decent one. Let's see here. I know you guys just love this video of me digging through my parts. It's fun. Okay, for now, I think we're just going to throw a cheapy walled stem on there. You know, just to get it in the ballpark. I'll find a decent stem later, but for now we're just going to use this cheapy. So we do know it's a 1970. Let's see if we got some bars too. And these are dated. These are... oh, they're walled, huh. These aren't even Schwinn bars. Well, they look nice. We'll use them for now. Okay. Alright, let's get you back up on here. Okay. Alright, so we're going to put a little grease on here, on these threads. Yeah, we like to do that. And we're going to remove this other bolt completely because we have to pry this to get the bars in. And while we're at it, we'll probably put a little grease on there too. Because grease happens. Alright, so we'll put this in. It doesn't have to be perfect right now. We're just kind of mocking the bike up. I might change the stem out later if I find a decent Schwinn stem that's correct. On this bike, I'd like to use an actual correct stem. It's not a cruiser. It's an upright bike that has the diamond frame, so if you use a stem that is for a 10-speed, it's going to look a little goofy. I got away with it on the cruiser because it's a cruiser, you know. So we'll put these new welds in. They might just slip right in, or I might have to wedge it open. Oh, looks like they're going in. Okay, I didn't have to pry it this time. Let's get that bolt. Nice shiny reproduction bars. They're not quite the same bend as Schwinn, and I'll show you later about that. Okay, threading on nicely. Good thing we put a little grease on that, eh? Grease happens. Okay, we're just mocking it up now, so this angle doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Okay. Now, I'll show you the difference between some Schwinn bars and walled reproductions. Recycling guy going by. We can't have that audio. We can't have the audio guy, the audio recycling guy ruining our audio. Okay, so here's a set. Okay, these are, let's get you up on here. So there's the walled bars. Yeah, they're not bad. They're cruiser. I mean, they're new. That's what the walled company makes nowadays. They're decent. The spread is a little shy. The distance between here and here is a little shy. And the distance from here on the first bend up to where it curves is also a little shy. It's not quite Schwinn style. Overall, they're decent. They're a cheap bar. They're not anything special. They are cruiser bars. Okay. So here is a pair of 71 Schwinn bars. And these were for 71 Suburbans and upright bikes, collegiates. These are stamped 71. They're made by Schwinn. And you can see we're even there. And we've got about an inch there, an inch there. And this bend in the middle here is exaggerated up and around. So in comparison, it's just a better bar. There's more control, they're wider, and they go up more for more comfort, you know, to prevent you from having some back strain. These unfortunately are slightly bent. I might try to bend them back, or might use them on something else. Schwinn bars are getting hard to find nowadays. Yeah, they're getting hard to find. So what we have for now, we've got a pair of Walds on there. They're okay. We'll find some grips. We'll get this dust off. You know, it'll be fine. This baby will clean right up. Okay. Okay, so this is the project we're going to use. Don't know what we're going to do for cranks. I really like to use Schwinn cranks. I'm going to do my best to find a good pair. I could take the middle part of this crank out. Is a Schwinn 10-speed crank. I could take that apart and just use this center one for low gears. But that's kind of goofy. The whole thing about these bikes is it has a really nice Schwinn crank that's made for it. This one's Schwinn, but it's for a 10-speed. You'd have to lose everything else except that middle one. So we're going to try to do something a little better. We're going to try to find some parts. Okay, so yeah, that's about it for today. This is the new project we're going to work on. It's a coaster brake 1970 Schwinn racer with the wrong chain guard, but the chain guard is red and not painted over or anything. So I think we got a winner here. If we find some wheels and maybe some fenders, we'll be doing pretty good. Okay. So thanks for tuning in, and thanks for going up in the attic with me. I know you didn't really have much of a choice. I was going to pick that one anyway because I'm not going to do all that work on those 10 speeds for nothing. So join me next time, and we'll try to get a front wheel on, maybe some fenders, and we'll try to get the cranks on. We'll try to get it more complete, and then it'll go on the auction block. Okay, thanks for tuning in. This is the only channel that matters. Faulkner fixes all.